My next guest is a teacher at Fetty Middle School and the conductor of the Artesia DES band since the year 2000. Mr. David Costa has played with the band for over 25 years. The band has over 55 musicians ranging from ages 10 all the way up to 80. Most of the band's musicians are products of the ABC Unified School District, and the Portuguese band plays at community events and civic pride parades all over the local area. They have traveled to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Toronto, Canada, and even to the beloved Azores Islands. The band plays numerous Portuguese celebrations throughout California, and they welcome anyone who would like to join, any ages, any skill levels.
Hey Jim, maybe you could get in that band.
Fingers crossed. Please welcome Mr. David Costa and his trumpet, the conductor of the Artesia DES band. How you like that?
Good, it's nice. Well, you have a good band.
Yeah, it'd be cool if like when you come into the classroom they got that going on.
Yeah, it would be nice, yeah.
Well, just to lay it out for the audience, you know, we've had kind of similar life paths, and that we are both class members of the year 1990 Cerritos Dons, Mighty Dons, and now we're both middle school teachers in the ABC Unified School District.
Yep.
How you like them apples? Pretty sweet.
Good. Yeah.
Well, so how long have you been teaching at Fetty?
This is my 8th year at Fetty Middle School.
Excellent. And what courses do you teach over there?
I am the ASB advisor, and I also do U.S. History, 8th grade.
Sweet. And so you're here today to kind of talk to us about the Portuguese DES band. And maybe one of the big questions, I know sometimes driving around the city, we'll see signs, you know, being at Ross, Portuguese Hall is right across the street. And having many Portuguese students there who are involved with the hall. Many people kind of wonder what the DES stands for. Maybe you can clear that up for us.
Well, DES stands for Holy Spirit in Portuguese, Divino Espírito Santo. And that's, it's kind of, when it started, it was kind of tied in with the Catholic Church, Holy Family, and then it was kind of created its own separate organization, and it's been around for 80 years now. The hall and the band, our band in particular, has been around for about 35 years, but it's been off and on for about the same 80-year period.
Okay, and you've been involved with it for
25 years.
Since you were young, wow. And so maybe you can kind of tell us what kind of things are you responsible for with the band?
Well, I basically, I choose the music that we're going to play, and it's kind of different than, I guess, being a conductor of just a normal community band, because we have our Portuguese events, and sometimes we have our, what we call our American events. You know, like when we have certain types of parades, certain types of music we like to play, religious events as well, when we have processions from the church to the hall, there's certain types of music we play. And so I basically choose the music, I rehearse the music, and then I'm in and I help out with kind of implementing like where we go and where we travel to and that kind of thing.
Nice. It's pretty sweet. So let's see, how many events would you say that the band is involved with a year? What's a pretty regular schedule for you guys?
Usually between May and November, I would say about 15 different events.
And then between November to May again, is that kind of the off season, so to speak?
Yeah, like right now, we're really not rehearsing. We just finished a festival a couple weeks ago in Chino, and we don't practice really now until about February.
Hey Jim, did you know that I played in the Portuguese band?
As a matter of fact, Alan, I did, because David happened to bring a little photograph. So if we could get a close-up, I see a one Alan Hallback right there.
He's the brightest one out of the whole group.
Yeah, he's the least looking Portuguese guy there.
Yeah, I tried to blend in, you know, but it just didn't quite work. I tried to have a little more linguiça, but it didn't help out.
Didn't work so much. Yeah, right.
It's a good band. I really enjoyed it. You know, some of the guys in the band didn't speak English, and I don't speak Portuguese, but, you know, the music thing kind of bridged the gap, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is really cool. I remember, in fact, seeing the Portuguese DES band at Cerritos High School had kind of a magnet or a career day type thing, and they were there. I was pretty impressed because, as was mentioned earlier, there's such a large span, age range there. You know, but I think that's one of the things that seems really cool about the band. It really kind of connects generations to generations, and you know, what's been your experience with that in the band?
Well, we have, like I said, we have a couple of musicians who are in junior high right now. Some go to Ross, some go to Tetzloff, so some go to Gar, Cerritos, Whitney. Some people have already graduated. They went to ABC schools. Some work as custodians in the ABC Unified School District or teachers.
Sure.
So it's a big mix of both students and teachers and adults and people. You know, like I said, the majority of people have either been to ABC Unified Schools or have worked at ABC Unified Schools. This is us in Oakdale, California. This is at the 3rd Annual Portuguese Band Festival. The first,
that sounds pretty heated.
Yeah, the first annual band festival, we were the one, was hosted by our band. We're the first ones who began this festival. Is when we get all the Portuguese bands in California, and we have a band festival every November.
How many Portuguese bands would you say there are in California?
14.
Wow.
Yeah. In this particular festival, there was 13-1. Couldn't make it, unfortunately, but oh well.
They weren't that good anyway.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this particular song that we're playing right now is actually an arrangement that I wrote, and it's kind of, I mix it in with a old Cerritos High School tune that we played when I was back at Cerritos High School. So we kind of mix it in with something. So it's kind of like bringing the old with the new. So
nostalgia never goes out of fashion.
yeah. So.
Nice.
And as you can see, when the camera's panning, you can see a couple of younger musicians. You probably notice Jonah DeRosa.
Oh yeah, I know
Michael
that cat.
Rio, yeah, from
Good one.
from Ross, and now they're at Cerritos High School. And you see,
Mighty Don.
you know, yeah, you see a couple of, and Jonah has his father who plays in the band. So
Right.
And so you know, you get that generation. We have grandparents, parents, and grandkids all in the same band. You know, we have. You know, and they all play the same instrument, which is interesting. So
I guess I get kind of passed. You know, you get taught by Grandpa, who teaches Dad, who teaches son. And
exactly. And in this case, it's a grandfather, son, and daughter.